here is the Bankrupt Bass Player. Now today I want to talk to you about something very, very close to my heart. I want to talk to you about music, composition, and realization of the self. Now, I find myself realizing myself through playing the bass, through writing songs, to trying to make my music be heard by a lot of people and try to give the message of the possibility of being in a better place for all of us. You know, I'm trying to say, just like whatever a musician tries to do. Sometimes, and many times, it has happened in our lifetime that people who have done this, when I've written songs for people trying to help people to be people, that some other people from other parts of the planet just come around and say, oh, that's really good, and just kind of like copy their music, or like they say, borrow their music for a bit and make their own thing out of it, and then they have a hit with it. And the only problem with it is that the person who came up with the idea ain't got no money, and the person who took the idea becomes a millionaire. And most often the way it went down was like the person who wrote it was in Mississippi and the other one was in England. Now, I'm not trying to say anything, and I'm not trying to be like, you know, talk about anybody too bad, but a lot of people, a lot of those bands that we all know and loved back in the days, the 60s and the 70s, stole a lot from blues people who did not have money to begin with. You know, and I'll tell you something, you do not even have to look back in the days in the back of the bus to know and see that things like this still happen to us. So, you can be really surprised how happy I was when I met a bass player. The bass player of the band Led Zeppelin, Mr. John Paul Jones. We met one day at a music fair in Frankfurt. Yeah, I was playing there, and he actually gave a compliment on my playing, which was very nice and good from the heart, and I appreciated that. It was a gentleman's compliment. And then later on, I happened to find out that back in the day, when Led was Zeppelin, when they were doing their thing, that actually most of the guys in that band were pretty freaky, doing some stuff they maybe should have been leaving. And the one person who didn't hang with all that was Mr. John Paul Jones. And this is something that I noticed when I met him. I must admit, you know, here we have it. Now, what I'm trying to say is, this man is a multi-instrumentalist, but he obviously has a bass player soul. Now, moving along to the stealing thing. Now, you know, once samplers came out and MP3s and everything, suddenly stealing became international and multiracial. Let me see you. You know, suddenly everybody was stealing from everybody. It was like nobody cared about nobody anymore. Suddenly music was just a thing for everybody. Just take it. There, you don't have to give them money for it. Just take it. Yeah, and that's how it's been going down for a long time, and that's why now we have the BPP fund. Now, I mean, I'm not trying to say y'all should give me nothing. I mean, I would appreciate every $100,000 you want to put into this thing. But anyway, we're going to just keep on moving on, and I'm just going to say to you again, thank you very much. Mr. John Paul Jones, you were a big inspiration for me as well, musically, and it was very nice to meet you, and this was very, 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 very nice meeting, I must say. You know, to meet still a man who has the heart of a bass player. That is beautiful. So, I'm going to move on. I'm going to use a little bit of this vocabulary with my vocabulary mixed up. I'm going to mash up a little song here, and we're going to talk about those days. You've been stealing, and you've been dealing, taking from the heart of man without feeling. Way down inside, you know it's wrong. That's why I sing the song. the brothers some change. Give 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 the brothers some change.